Hello, it's Amy from Be Healthy Enough, and are you ready for a 30-minute walk and learn? This is a podcast-like, but you're not allowed to just sit on your butt and listen to me or watch me. You're going to get up and get moving. You can go out for a walk. I'm calling it a 30-minute walk and learn, but you can be on a treadmill, a bike, an elliptical. You can even sit in your chair as long as you move when we're moving. Is that okay? This one's a 3x3. We're going to go 3 minutes fast, 3 minutes slow. So you can do 3 minutes fast walking, 3 minutes fast on the elliptical, 3 minutes fast wherever. You get it. And I'm going to teach you about unleashing the power within, building a strong, resilient body through building your core. All right? Ready to get started? A few rules. I'm going to go off camera. You're just going to see a picture of me. I'd like you to put me in your ear, especially if you're on some equipment or if you're out walking. Put your phone, whatever you're watching me on right now, in your pocket because I don't want you to trip. I want safety first. All right, we'll go through a little bit of a warm-up and a cool down at the end. Otherwise, let's get started. Here we go. Make sure that you have got your earbud in. You're not looking at me. The phone's put away. So you are safe. Safety first always. We're going to start with a nice gentle warm-up. I love the warm-up time. It's a chance to check in with your body, see how you're feeling. Do you need to readjust your socks or retie your shoes? What we're going to be doing is going 3 minutes fast, 3 minutes slow as I teach you about building a resilient core for a stronger you. So let's start now walking. If you're walking, you're going to start slowly heel to toe, heel to toe. As with all exercise, we want to make sure we've got good posture throughout. So bring your shoulders up and back and down. Tuck in those abs slightly as you're walking. Heel to toe, feeling the ground, feeling your muscles get warm. Now your chin, I want your chin to be up. I know as you're walking, you need to look down at the ground. But if you can keep that chin up, it's going to keep your nice posture and keep those neck wrinkles at bay. So look a little bit further ahead. And then imagine you've got laser beams right in between the crook of your thumb and your finger. I want those beams pointing ahead. This rounds your shoulders back. Keep those beams, your palms facing into your hands, and keep your core slightly engaged throughout as much as I'll try to remind you a little bit. Not just gentle walking a little bit faster, noticing how, if anything's tight, how your knees feeling. Do you need to stop? If you need to stop and stretch out your calves or your ankles, circle your ankles around, this would be a perfect time to do so. Also make sure that you're breathing and that you are aware of what's around you. I hope you only have one earbud in. If you've got both in, take out one because I want you to be able to hear anybody coming up from behind you or a car or anything like that. That's, again, safety first. Just 1 more minute of this warm-up. Stop and pause if you need to stretch a little bit more. Why don't you bring your arms up and down too? Rounding your shoulders as you do so. Bring them up and down. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and then bring them forward and squeeze your shoulder blades back. Now let's take some walks, real purposeful steps. And with each step, when the foot is in the back, I want you to squeeze that glute and let the glute muscle pull you forward. Okay? Keep thinking about all these things as you're walking because I'm going to teach you, this is going to be my little podcast about the core. We've got about 20 seconds. Grab a sip of water if you're carrying water. This is only 30 minutes. You probably don't need water in the 30 minutes, but if you do need some, take some. Okay, 15 more seconds, and then we're going to get started. Hopefully you'll hear a little beeper in the background. That's my timer. And we'll get that going. So it reminds me to stop talking. All right, 3 minutes fast as you can go. And I'm going to tell you a story as you're walking fast, as I'm writing this. And as I wrote down the notes for this one, it's been about 3 months since I had a single mastectomy. I'm doing great. My cancer's gone, and now it's all about healing. And of course, I couldn't exercise the way I was used to for the last 3 months. And with that came some painful and eye-opening learnings. About a month ago, I took a trip to see my brother to Houston, and I tried to pack lightly and had my husband lift my suitcase as much as he could. But there were times when I tried to do it all myself, and because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to being very, very independent. And then guess what? I threw my back out. It hurt so bad the day after we flew that I really had trouble getting out of bed the next morning, and that's rare for me. So this was eye-opening, but luckily they had a foam roller and I knew how to get moving and loosen it up. And I knew exactly why it went out, because I had lost some of my core strength. So that prompted me to get started and do some more teaching about core strength, because it is so important. Let's see, we've got just a little over less than a minute left. Keep walking fast. We're going to go 3 minutes slow next. So let's see, let's talk about what the core is. I know all of us strive. Who doesn't want a six pack or just to sculpt our abs? But I really want to hammer this in, that a strong core is much, much more about looking good. So stay with me. I'm going to talk about what the core is and why it's so important. Still 3 minutes fast. We're down to about 1:20 or so. So what is your core? I don't have a picture to show you, but I just want you to imagine it's you've got a barrel between your armpits all the way down to your knees, and the muscles in that area are your core. It's a complex group of muscles that provide stability, support, and movement to that trunk of your body. That barrel between your armpits and your kneecaps, that's your core. I'm going to talk some science here just so you know, and I'll describe what I'm talking about. But the primary muscles that make up the core are the rectus abdominis. This is probably the one you hear the most of. It's what most people call the abs, and it's located right in front, right down the front from your rib cage all the way down, and it helps with flexing the spine, and it helps assist you in movements like sit-ups and crunches and pulling forward, although if you've got osteoporosis, you shouldn't be doing those anymore. Then you've got the transverse, or the running across abdominis. This is the deepest layer of the abs, and it wraps. Oops, here we go. Now take 3 minutes to go slow. Just let that heart rate come down. This is called HIIT, high intensity interval training. So let that heart rate come down as I teach you more about the abs. So the transverse abdominis is that deep layer that wraps around, it's kind of like a corset, and it plays a role in stabilizing your spine and for your posture, okay? It's deep and it's sometimes hard to get at. Pilates is a good form of exercise to get the transverse abdominis, but you have to work at it. Then you've got your obliques. There's external, it's on the side of your body, and internal obliques. These muscles are located, as I said, on the side. They're responsible for rotating and bending your torso. They also assist with lateral flexion, and they also can contribute to core stability, which is super important so we don't hurt our backs. That's probably what I was weak at. You notice that the obliques, if you can get rid of that layer of fat on the top, it's the little cave-in the side there. Then you have, make sure I get this right, the multifidus, okay? This isn't in the front of your body. This is a small group of muscles that run along your spine. That's part of your core. They provide support and stability, and they play a crucial role in maintaining proper alignment of your spine, and they control all your spinal movements. So those are important and a key part of your core. And then there's another group called the erector spinae. This group runs along the back of the spine and helps extending the back, maintaining your posture, like if you're going into like a cobra pose or something, and providing stabilities during lifting, which I was doing with my suitcase, and bending. And then you've got your pelvic floor. These muscles form like a hammock structure at the bottom. So this is the almost the bottom of the barrel. If you think about it, there's a little bottom of that barrel. They help support your organs and all of that pelvic region. If any of you listening have had prolapse, this is from not a strong pelvic hammock there. All these muscles play, I just learned about these. They are so complex in helping you control going pee-pee and bowel function and sexual function, and also are involved with core stability. We got 30 minutes going slow, so take advantage of this. Take some stretching time, take some deep breaths. Let's see, that's it. So the pelvic floor. I forgot the diaphragm. Although primarily the diaphragm is responsible for all the respiratory muscles, it also is an important part of the core. It separates the chest cavity from the abdominal cavity and aids in breathing. While also, here we go. I forget where I'm at. Let's go fast. Walk fast. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Pull those shoulders back and down. Abs slightly engaged. Push off with your foot. Squeeze your glute. Engage the core. Get some core workout while you're doing this. Let's see. Where was I at? Diaphragm. So those help in breathing while also contributing to posture and such. Some people have a problem with their pelvic region because they can't control where they're breathing. A lot of detail to get into. So it's important to know that all of these different muscles, so you're not just doing sit-ups and crunches. You've got to think about building all those muscles. Even as we go down the barrel and up the barrel, not just through that little torso part, but your outer thigh, your inner thigh, your hip flexors, the ones that raise your knee up, and your glutes. Strong glutes are a part of the core. And then little tiny glute muscles, the glute medius and minimus, and that can also cause problems if they're not strong in your core. So you've got to think about that entire core region, making sure they're functional to help keep you stable and keeping you from getting hurt. All right? You got that? That was a lot. Hopefully, if you have any questions, just let me know. Let's talk about the benefits of a strong core. I'm going to take a deep breath in. In fact, I'm going to take a drink of water. You're going to keep going fast. I may need more water than you because I'm going to be talking so much. All right, let's talk about the benefits of a strong core. I've got quite a few. Some of them are surprising. A lot of us think, we need a strong core so we can look good, flat abs, six-pack abs, but this is where I'm going to try to teach you that is not the case. So, strong core, big one. It helps improve your posture. A strong core helps you when you're working on that erectus spinae and the multifidus muscles, helps you keep that proper alignment of the spine, which leads to better posture. If you do have osteoporosis too, this can help prevent fractures of your vertebrae. So if you're bent over, if you're hunched over because you have poor posture, you can the vertebra will actually hit against each other, and that can cause a fracture if the bones are really weak. So super important to keep those core muscles strong to keep your posture tall with osteoporosis, as with everything else. Good posture also reduces the strain on the muscles and the joints. It helps alleviate back pain, that upper back pain we sometimes get when we're hunched over our computer all the time, the neck pain, and then the low back pain too. The other here we go. This is where I have to make sure where my place is. Go slow. Take a breath. Go nice and slow. Let that heart rate come down. Let it just relax. Take a moment. Look around. Where are you? Enjoy this moment. You're getting out, you're moving, and you're also learning about your core. I'm so proud of you. You're also, when you're working on your strong core, the benefits of a strong core are enhanced stability and balance. The core muscles, including the abs, the back, the pelvis muscles, the glutes, they all play a crucial role in maintaining stability and balance. For not if, but when we trip. We're all going to trip. How many times have you tripped and thought, oh man, that could have been really bad, but you caught yourself because your core was strong. Your core provides a solid foundation for movements and activity, so you reduce the risks of falls and injuries. Yes, you cannot always keep that cat or dog from running underneath your feet, but you can minimize the risk of falling if you're able to catch yourself when they do. Why do they always do that? My cat just always runs up the steps and tries to get underneath my feet. You have to be very careful. You have to be very careful too about rugs and anything else on the floor, dog toys, or if you have kids, any toys, because gosh, having a fall can be devastating if you break a bone. I'm just working with a member, Dorothy, if you're listening, hi, and she broke her ankle recently. and it's been a pain in the ankle getting back. I'm so proud of her though. She does what she can. She keeps moving. She does what the doctor says, and she's going to get better one of these days. Okay, keep going nice and slow. All right, where are we at? We've got improved posture, stability and balance, increased functional strength. This is along the lines of balance and stability, but core muscles are also involved in every movement, from bending and lifting to twisting and reaching. That's what I was doing when I was trying to lift my suitcase up into the overhead bin. And then I also, how many of you have been raking or sweeping and your back goes out? That's happened to me before, because you're twisting and you're doing all these movements, and if your core's not strong, all those little muscles that can go out of whack start to help, and then you're done for a couple days, if not longer. All right, so a strong core improves the ability to perform everyday activities more efficiently and less risk of strain or injury. Okay, we're about ready to go fast again. Take a look around. Let's reset our posture. Let's reset our smile, because you're doing something good. We are just about halfway. Let's see. I think I'm going to remember this. We are at the halfway point. If you need to turn around, go ahead and turn around. Otherwise, go fast. And if you're not out walking with me, go fast on your piece of equipment, or move faster in your chair, or if you're just standing up. Okay? Let's move on to the one that's near and dear to my heart: reduce risk of back pain. Weak core muscles can contribute to poor spinal alignment, and that places an additional stress on the back, leading to pain and discomfort. Strengthening your core can alleviate that strain as long as you take it slow. Listen to your body, listen to your trainers, and not try to push it. And this will help just overall provide that better support for your spine. Now, this takes, again, more than just sit-ups and crunches. You're doing planks, you're doing Pilates, you're doing bird dogs to work on your back, you're doing Superwomans, you're doing side leg lifts, you're doing inner thigh work. All of that is how you work the core to reduce back pain. I'm going to talk more about all that in the next walk and learn. All right. The next thing, which may not apply to you, or it may. A lot of us over 50 are into big athletic performance. We're not out trying. God bless you if you are. I used to run a marathon, but I've never been, I wouldn't say athletic, into organized sports like soccer or baseball. Every time I did, I got hurt. But you may be. Pickleball's super important or fun, and everybody's doing it. It's popular. And golf and things like that. So having a strong core could help with your performance in all of those sports, be it what I just said, because many sports and activities require a strong core for optimal performance. It improves your stability. It helps you transfer your power. Like if you're going to be doing pickleball, you're going to be transferring your power from your legs through your core, through your arms when you're hitting that ball. Also for overall body control, it helps you generate more force and maintain the proper form. And so you can excel with a strong core. You're unleashing that stronger you to be better at all those things that you want to do in life, like pickleball, which I have not tried yet. We got 30 more seconds to walking fast. Let's push it. Let's go as fast as you can for these last 20. Here we go, 20 seconds. Let's go, go, go. Heel toe, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your glutes. Walk faster, 15 more seconds. Let's go, go, go. 10. And I'm going to take a drink. You hear that timer? We're going to slow up. And go slow. Excellent job. Take a time to breathe. This would be a good time. We're rounding down the end of this workout. This would be a good time to stop and stretch if your ankles are feeling a little cranky, or your calves. Listen to your body, please. Don't push through pain ever. No pain, no gain does not mean diddly anymore. It maybe did when we were trying to get that muscle burn, but any pain in your joints is a signal that something wrong. Maybe your shoes aren't right. Maybe your socks aren't right. Maybe your posture's not right. Maybe your core is not tight enough. Maybe you're this and that and this and that. But it's a signal that something's wrong. So you need to pay attention to any pain in any joint and low back, okay? Let's see. We've got just 2 more things, and I've got 10 more minutes. So let's think about this one. So keep going slow for just 2 more minutes while I share the last just 2 things that I'm going to talk about. The next one's interesting, and it's tied to your balance, but it's your enhanced body awareness. Strengthening your core improves your body's, it's called proprioception, which is it's the ability of you to sense where your body's at in space. I know this sounds kind of strange, but a lot of people have trouble walking because they cannot sense where their feet are, or they can't balance because they can't sense where their both feet are standing on the ground, or where if they move forward they cannot feel that. So it's very, very important. I don't know all of the technical details of why this can happen to people. It can be a range of things from neuromuscular, your brain body connection, which is neuromuscular, or just some medication that you're taking, or some the other one is called, I'm gonna lose it, vertigo. If you've got some vertigo or something, you're going to be dizzy, so it's going to be hard for you to figure out where your body's at in space. This really can improving the core. It can actually help improve that proprioception and will really help the balance when you've got that proprioception down. Okay, let's go. Here we go. We're going to do, I think we've got just 2 more sets. We're going slow still. Are we going slow still? Yes. Keep going. Take a deep breath in and out. And in and out. Good. You ready? Let's go fast. Okay. Take a breath. Pump those arms. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. When your foot comes back, squeeze your glutes. Let your glutes propel you forward. Feel the strength in your thighs. Feel the strength in your calves. Feel your whole foot gliding through, touching the floor. Not just your heel, not just your toe. Making sure your feet are flat. You're not walking on the inside of your feet or the outside of your feet. That can cause you to throw off your knees and have some imbalances. If you're noticing that, I want you to stop when you're done and maybe go talk to someone about your shoes. There's things called pronation and supination. Pronation is when you bring your feet in too far, and supination is when you bring your feet too far out, and it can throw your knees way out of whack, which can throw your hips out of whack, which can throw your back out of whack, which can cause you neck pain. So it's all tied together. So make sure you've got good shoes, and if you need to talk to someone about an orthotic, make sure you talk to a professional, because that can throw you off too. Anyway, keep going. We're minute and 45, going fast, as fast as you can. How's that posture? Pull those abs in, shoulders back and down. The last thing I want to talk about, the benefits of a strong core, is something I don't really like to talk about in my business because it's sometimes unattainable as we get older, or in our minds we think it is, and that's better appearance. Of course, all of us want to look better. But for me and in my business, I want to try to get away from how you look, because that can send you down the wrong path. For instance, if you want to look better and you want to lose weight, what did most of us do in our 30s? We stopped eating, or we ate these crazy diets and we exercised for hours and we lost weight. You do that now, you cut tons of calories and you over-exercise, and you're actually damaging your body. You're not getting the protein and the nutrients that you need. Sure, you might lose weight, but it's not going to stay off, and then you're going to get hurt. So try not to have this all about appearance, because and you're going to just be wasting away. Then you're going to fall and hurt yourself, and you're going to be frail, and you're not going to be able to do all those things you love to do. Did that make sense? Did that sink in? I'm going to have you go 15 minutes fast as you can go. Take a deep breath and let's go. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, as fast as you can go. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's go slow. This is the last slow, and then we'll cool down. I guess this is almost a cool down, so don't go too slow. Kind of push this if you want to keep going a little bit faster. This is the last 3-minute interval, and then we'll do a nice 3-minute cool down. Okay, back to appearance. I think I gave you enough lecture on trying not to exercise on diet for your appearance. Right now, if you're over 50, I'm hoping at some point you flip that switch. I certainly did, especially when I got breast cancer, that I need to be eating to fuel my body, to give it what it needs to fight the cancer, to give it what it needs to build strong muscles so I can build a strong, resilient body, to do the things I love to do to recover from my surgeries. And that's what I want you to focus on. But, of course, we all want to look better. And I'm not going to say that I don't, because I do. I also work out to do that too. So strong muscles help you tone and define your abs. That can lead to improved muscle definition and a flatter stomach. I'm going to say this emphatically, that exercise will not give you flat abs. Exercise alone will not flatten that belly. It takes 80% nutrition, and I'm going to talk about that abs start in the kitchen in one of my next walk and learns, or it's already out there if you see that. If you want to learn more about getting flat abs, it could be the food you're eating. Then I also have another walk and learn that belly fat may be something completely different. It could be your stress. It could be your gut health. It could be a bunch of different things. But getting that, I hope I explained to you how getting a strong core is so beneficial, so much more beneficial than just having flat abs, okay? I get it, we want it. And remembering to reap all the benefits, it's super important to engage in a well-rounded exercise program that includes total body strength building, getting a core workout in, so you're targeting those deep core muscles that I mentioned at the beginning of this walk and learn, that you're taking your recovery time so the muscles can recover and restore so you don't end up getting hurt. You're also getting some cardio in like you're doing with this walk and learn, and you're watching your stress level because stress can hold on to fat. And of course, I think I talked about eating. Did I talk about eating yet? Maybe not. And watching your nutrition. I know that's a lot, but let's right now just focus on what you can do and why to build that strong core. And I want you to make sure you leave me any questions and try some of my core workouts. This is it. This is the cool down. I'll help you get started. Let's just walk super slow. And I want you to take a minute and bring your arms all the way up. Stretch out through that tummy. You can stop if you want, or you can just keep walking. I want you to lean side to side, stretching out the side of your body. But I hope you try. As I'm filming this walk and learn, I'm unleashing the power within with my Stronger Core for Summer monthly workout plan. And I'm getting ready to release a 4-week Stronger Core workout plan. It's more like a Stronger Core challenge. All the workouts are definitely balanced with strength and cardio and Pilates and stretching and balance and mobility, all with a little bit more emphasis on the core for those 4 weeks, if that's something that you want to do. And let's see, what are we doing? Stop right now and put one foot behind you, and let's stretch out your calf. That calf muscle probably got a lot of work today. Now switch to the other side and stretch out the other calf. Good. Now bring one foot forward, putting the heel on the ground and straightening the leg, and see if you can stretch out the back of your leg or your hamstring. Remember, everything I said today I am a personal trainer. I am not a doctor. Please make sure you consult your professional healthcare provider if you start having any problems or before you start any new exercise program. Okay, or just reach out to me if you need some help with form or a particular issue that you're having as soon as you try to start strengthening your core. A lot of people, it can be low back and neck. I suspect it may be that you're just, switch to the other leg. You might be just starting and going too early and not practicing good form. That could be possibly. There are other things that could be underlying that a professional will need to address. Take another deep breath in. Now I want you to round your shoulders, stretch your arms out in front of you. Sometimes the back, if you're holding good posture while you're walking, sometimes the upper back can get really tight. If you're practicing good posture, you might feel a little tightness up there the next day. That'll get better as you get stronger. Now open up your chest, stretch out your chest. Now take one last deep breath in, deep as you can go. And that is the end of the timer. I hope you had a good time. Remember, leave me a comment or reach out if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you. I won't see you in the next video. You'll hear me in the next video. How did that feel, learning something while you've got a planned walk where you're walking faster than slower, you're warming up, you're cooling down? I thought this was a great idea. If you like this, give me a thumbs up and let me know and I'll do some more. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified when they're there, or leave me a comment of what you liked about this video. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.